Alright, guys, we're at day 3, 0 rent. Just now leaving the gym, 24-hour fitness. Actually slept really good. Got a full 8 hours of sleep. Memory foam mattress here in the back of the van is really good. So yeah, day 3, September 6th. It's Thursday. About 8:30 a.m. I am leaving 24-hour fitness gym. I'm heading over to work. Kind of happy because it's payday and I have new money. I put all my extra money into the stock market. Got about $800 in my portfolio right now, which is just the beginning because I'm going to be saving $2,000 a month and hopefully be putting $2,000 a month into investments. So, speaking of stock market, I did get up a few hours ago, about 6:30, see what's going on with the stocks and the stock market. I ended up selling my Square stock for a small profit and selling my Netflix stock for a very small loss. I'm actually going to probably get back into Netflix, but I wanted to free up the money because I saw a few opportunities this morning. One of them was a big run on Arrowhead Pharmaceuticals. I think on the opening bell it was up like 28%. Then I got in. I waited for confirmation for it to continue to go up rather than drop. A lot of times you'll see it spike right up and then drop right away. So you want to kind of confirm that there's enough price action and movement to keep the stock going up. So I did that. I got a small position after the confirmation. I just put 100 in. And then I waited for another confirmation because a lot of times it will go back up and then you'll see a dip. And then after the dip, it'll either go up or down, kind of setting the tone for the rest of the day. So I got the second confirmation and it went up. At one point, I was up $50, but I'm only playing with a pretty small amount of money. I put everything into it. Sold the Square, sold the Netflix. I saw the confirmations of what we call an ABC pattern, and I was hoping it would go up, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100%. That would be great. But, so I got in at about 45%, $800. It was up 45%. And it jumped up to about 55%, almost 60%. And then it kind of fizzled back down and it hit what we call as a stop loss. I don't know if anybody knows the term out there, but when you're trading stocks, it's actually a risk management technique where you can reduce the risk of your losses. So what you do with a stop loss is when you place your order to buy your stocks, you can say, okay, you can pick any percentage. Say, if it drops 10%, I want you to automatically sell everything. So you're essentially, if it goes south and it goes the wrong way, you're protecting your loss. By having it sell everything when it drops down 10%. So I did that on this play. It was a day trade. It was a day trade for the Arrowhead Pharma. And I was hoping, it looked like it was going up to 60, and then the next leg up would be 70, 80, 90%. But it ended up hitting the top at about 60, I believe. 60%, and then it went down and it hit my stop loss. So luckily my stop loss was, because I did a trailing stop loss, it was up enough to where I still made a little money. So I didn't lose anything on the trade. I made I think it was $5. Then after that, I'm looking at my account right now. I saw, one technique is you monitor your favorite stocks, and then if you see a stock dip way down, like for instance, this morning, Micron, which makes microchips, pretty big company. After I got out of the day trade, I looked at my watch list and was like, "Whoa, this was down almost 11%, which is highly unusual." So a lot of times, what traders do is they get in. They get in on the dip. This lighting's kind of weird. It's that time in the morning. So they get in on the dip, right? So let's say it's 11% dip. And in most cases, unless something terrible happened, it will perk back up and you can get a quick 5% gain. Maybe even it'll perk back up. It'll pop back up to where it originally was, and you get a 10% gain. So those kind of plays are pretty good. You're kind of, the stock dips, you get a discount. You get in on discount, and then you wait for it to pop back up, normally same day. So I got in on Micron when it dropped 10.5%. About 10.5%. And just an hour later, let's see where it's at. I put 800 in on it. Let's check. So it went from, it looks like it did a reversal. It went from being down almost 11%. I got in when it was down 11%. Now it's only down 8.76%. So I put $800 on the dip, and it went up only 2%, and I'm already up $13 on it. So I'm hoping it'll continue to correct itself, maybe get 5, hopefully 10%. 10% of 800 is $80. So if it pops back up to where it was before the big dip, I'll make a quick 80 on it. So we'll see how that goes throughout the day. I mean, it might take a day or two, or might only pop up a few percent, and I only make $20 off of it. But at the end of the day, $20 is $20, $80 is $80. So if it took me a few minutes to notice the stock drop and the opportunity to get in, then essentially, if I do make $80, then I made $80 in like 5-10 minutes. So there's a lot of opportunity, and my portfolio is really small right now. So if I had 8,000, I would have already made $200 off of Micron this morning. But it might take a few months till I get up to 8,000. So we are on the extreme savings plan. No rent, 0 rent, day 3. So far it's going better than I thought. I wasn't exactly sure like how I'm gonna react, and you kind of, when there's an unknown, you tend to fear the worst, and then you go through the experience and you end up realizing it's not as bad. So, and you start to adapt. So I'm adapting. I've got my routine down. Just pulling into work. I need this paycheck. I got a bunch of things, but after the bills are paid, it's all going into investment. So, all right, I'm here. I got a ton of work. It's Thursday. I want to finish up this week. I'm actually happy to be back at the gym too, because got a little weight to lose, So I look forward to losing some weight, getting healthier. I'm going to get into some nutrition, hopefully advanced nutrition, nutraceuticals, and herbals, and start taking some good stuff. So definitely we'll share that. Let me just park straight here. I'm going to get back in here to work, hopefully get my paycheck, get that in the bank, pay a few bills, and then transfer most of it into the brokerage account for stock market. Because I got a lot of money to make. Anyhow, gonna call it a morning. Going in. Zero rent, extreme savings and investing. Day 3. Save that money. Talk to you soon. Bye.